No change in the treasury, Lord.
Morning, your lordship.
Our granary stocks are growing, sire. No change in the treasury, Lord.
Morning, your lordship.
No change in the treasury, Lord.
Please lower the taxes, lordship. I need to clothe my children. We need rations urgently, my lord. No rations? Oh, my lord, surely a mistake. Could you lower the taxes just a little tiny bit, please, master?
Alright, hello, welcome.
Retire.
Today we'll be playing a custom map that's called Meteoric or Gold Rush. And it is sort of an economical mission, but it also has combat and enemy units on the map from the start. The tough part on this one is you cannot really make any military units apart from engineers and tunnelers. You do start with few units and you might get some more from events, but that's about it. I'm gonna also take a look at the instructions first. So since I have to shift out of my tab, it's gonna shut off the Stronghold music for a little bit. Keep that in mind. Okay, story. You have discovered a rich vein of meteoric ore in the desert. You sell all your belongings and embark on an expedition to excavate the ore and make your fortunes with the help of miners and engineers guilds. You are on tight schedule though. If you don't repay the debt in 25 years, the debt collectors are going to come for your head, and the other ambitious rivals are already eyeing the prize. As you enter the area with your engineering team, you spot several bandit hideouts in the area that block important access to vital resources. Can you survive the dangers of the desert and become an ore baron? Okay, so that's the premise of the map. Let's take a look at the objectives. So we have 25 years, we need to accumulate 10,000 gold and 500 iron. And we can only sell swords or maces and flour. Of course, fertile land is going to be very scarce. So first we'll start with deleting everything that's unnecessary. These buildings we don't have really. These for that we want to make them elsewhere because they are very far away from the stockpile. Gonna be some free resources from the start. Delete all the superficial walls. And let's get a swordsmith. We need an armor, so let's count the tiles. Right there. You'll need to start wood cutting. This area is the closest we have. Let's just get a bunch of woodcutters. We need to clear the trees before they start to spread. Because the trees will spread on the fertile land. Not in the desert, but if they are placed on green area, they will absolutely spread. We don't really want. Let's get a hops farm and another grain farm. These three are probably gonna be the only viable source, at least early, you can get. Also start with multiple woodcutters here to start clearing the center. And this is our stockpile area, right? Let's take our archers. I'm gonna send them here to start clearing this bandit encampment.
Yes, let me guess.
Take our lord. I'm pretty sure there is a guy here. Yeah. Go on.
Do I have to?
Manning siege equipment. This device requires skilled engineers, my lord.
We start with 20 grain and 20 hops. 48 stone, 5 iron. So we'll need to start excavating some iron pretty soon. After we get some wood from these guys, we should do it. Also, not going to raise rations. Food is pretty scarce, at least initially, so might not be the best idea.
Instructions. We await orders.
Guys will slowly clear the enemies.
This device requires skilled engineers.
We might send in our tunnelers at some point. Clear them up. Because tunnelers are actually our only melee unit, really. They are very expensive at 30 gold apiece, and they are not great in melee. However, they can be useful. Hey Ligor, welcome.
Our food stocks are dwindling, my liege.
Wood needed.
This device requires skilled engineers, my lord.
Okay, looks like we might reposition here.
We are on our way.
Try to snipe these slingers.
Is under attack.
Lord has disposed of the assassin, so next up we are gonna send him at this. And we have some rescuable units. We could get some of these guys for free if we clear the bandits out. Same goes for this one. Here we can get 2 archers and a monk and a ballista.
Skilled engineers, my lord.
But you need to be careful, they can destroy it if they get aggravated.
Me lord, granary stocks are very low, sire. Leaving now.
Granary stocks are already low, so let's start with a mill. And I'm going to have to reposition everything, but for now let's do the bakers there.
Food, sire.
After the food is depleted, I'm gonna reposition the granary. Let's have it there. I'm going to need an iron mine pretty soon, after this guy deposits the wood. And we should probably make... Oh yeah, we need a whole bunch of infrastructure, just in general, so wood is gonna be pretty important. I'm going to build a single brewer there.
We await orders.
How are we doing clearing this up? Looks pretty good. What about our lord? Just arriving.
Your popularity is falling. The granary
Yeah.
is empty, sire.
Popularity will fall slightly, at least initially.
The people rejoice at your
Okay, now there's marriage. Should be slightly positive. Popularity, yeah. What we would really want is to get a church at some point for 500. Would give us flat +1 to popularity. But we need to also make sure we always build more blacksmiths where possible. Let's start with another one. Let's get a stone mine.
Yes.
Like we are doing pretty well clearing that up. What about the lord? Chipping at that. Let's get ourselves an ox. Gonna do 2 of them. Okay, we have managed to make a way in, so let's try to slaughter the ranged unit first.
Is under attack.
Go to the tower.
Granary stocks.
Now we are starting to get some food. But still these farms are pretty far off, so they are not gonna be super effective. Get another mine. Okay, managed to kill quite a few. Still some slingers around. Gonna send the lord to deal with those.
No change in
smell
the treasury,
trouble.
lord.
So how are we doing here? We have 2 swordsmen left. Let's try to whittle them down with the archers.
Your Grace.
Granary stocks are very low, sire.
Going to get a third baker. Still not great on the wood side of things.
We are almost out.
But I'm not sure if we should get another hovel just yet. Maybe we'll just wait. Yeah. Get more wood very soon.
Granary stocks are very low, sire.
Hey, amazing kickers, welcome.
You need something built.
Kill the last engineer and we can break out of this. What about this? Looks like these are getting killed, so that's fine.
No change in the present.
We have run out of peasants officially, so let's get another hovel. Food is still dire,
Empty, sire.
the problem.
Some outlaws from the woods have returned to our cause, my lord.
We'll get a few archers, let's immediately get them on the tower.
Yes.
Monk can go here. This area is just completely infested by trees, so gonna have to clear that so we can actually farm in there. And same actually goes for these areas as well. Let's start doing that as well.
Our tools are ready.
Let's take everybody apart from the knight, send them here. Looks like we have 1 iron. Get another mine going.
Work is available to run this building.
Yeah, we placed a lot of woodcutters. It's gonna be okay.
Our food stocks are dwindling, my liege.
We have quite a bit of flour now, so should be fine to get another baker.
Okay, sir.
We salute.
Yeah, this guy's gonna clear this up slowly. Good. I think we only can get 1 farm in here, so might as well
A message from your
have that one. Left from the granary. And looks like all the enemy units from the map are actually gone, since we no longer have the combat music.
lord.
Break out with these.
That's quite a run.
Set us a task.
Moving off.
These are actually, yeah, they have kettles with boiling oil. It's gonna be important later. I think we have some
Are very low.
spare engineers here.
Something built.
Let's grab this ballista.
Buying siege equipment.
Gold needed.
And I think we are gonna just grab another blacksmith. The more we can get, the better.
Not
Our
enough work is
only real source of revenue is actually selling swords. Taxation is not gonna be a thing, because I don't think we can justify
has descended on your castle, your lordship.
giving them more food on a regular basis.
Great esteem, my lord.
Might be forced into
Almost out of
giving them more food now, but I'd like to avoid that if possible.
Yes?
Send everyone here.
Oh, just a little way then.
We should also do like 2 hunters. There are some deer on the map, so they can be sort of useful.
A small party of infidels are heading to the castle.
Get 2 more bakers and yet another hovel.
we are almost up.
Really, we have
Devastating.
quite a bit of those already, so worried about our food situation a little bit. It's like this blacksmith might be stuck inside his house. Yeah, that's the case. Just idle them.
This building is currently functioning.
This guy is...
on his way.
Why?
Work halted, my lord.
The infidels are
So bad.
Gold.
Alright,
Work halted, my lord.
I never saw that bug before. Like we have some slaves. They can be dangerous if they set stuff on fire, but I think we should be fine.
Yes.
Dig in. We are on our way. Do I have to?
And we should be getting some stone soon as well. Okay, wood is starting to pile up real hard. Popularity is bad. Let's give them more food. It was the plague.
People are unsure of you, sire.
Now it has ended, but it's still gonna take a little while for people to come back.
People are coming to the castle.
We stand ready.
Some outlaws from the woods have returned to our
Two more archers.
The stockpile is full, my lord.
Let's repair the towers.
Outlying villages have seen Arabian soldiers heading this way.
First attack, I'm gonna grab mangonels.
Gold needed.
And we really need engineers guild.
Crops. A withering militia.
Unfortunately, since the blacksmith shenanigans happened, I just don't have the goods to sell. With the rest of our stone, we are going to probably make a few destruction walls for the catapults of the enemy and then connect this up. Need to wall this off, I think. And then keep an access point here, that's fine. They should opt to go for it.
Arabian forces are attacking.
It's just a very small army. But I do have siege weapons.
Has breached the wall.
And we don't really have portable shields yet.
Archers!
So that's not great. Hey Morris, welcome. Yeah, this might be bad. We've made sure we have the engineers guild. It was the plague. Killed my economy. Still cannot justify losing any units at all, if I can help it.
Stop pushing me around. All right. Make your mind up.
So far, none of our ranged units really died. That's fine. Let's sell the swords. I'm gonna grab the engineers guild. I'm gonna need several engineers actually. It's gonna be very expensive. Let's get the mangonel up and running.
I smell trouble. What is it? Stop pushing me around. All right.
I'd like to shoot them instead of having to use our melee units. We will see.
Let me guess. Dig in.
Yeah, I started my explanation of what this is, so I'm gonna slow the game right down and we can talk about it. So you have time until defeat. This is a custom map I've made. It's quite hard, so you need to accumulate 10,000 gold, 500 iron, while you will get attacked from down here. You start with some useless stuff around here which you need to replace, and then in the middle of the map you have iron, which is like a crater impact, and you need to mine that in order to make swords to sell. That's your only real source of revenue apart from taxation, which you cannot reliably get because the map doesn't really have much fertile land and it's very rugged in terms of hills, so people take ages to go around. So the idea behind that is you need to optimize everything. Yeah, it sort of looks like it, right? So you need to do that. I have a story actually, I might post it in the chat. Not sure if it's gonna let me post it entirely. Sometimes Discord Twitch really doesn't like long messages to prevent spamming, I guess. 500 characters. Yeah, this is the first part. And then a little bit, there's like one sentence, like 8 words after that, so I'm just gonna post it.
Our tools are
The
ready.
stockpile is full, my lord.
And yes, we also cannot make any barracks or mercenary posts, so our only real units are engineers and tunnelers, and the units we start with and climb throughout the map when we kill the bandits.
Me lord?
And
That's quite a
Sometimes you get units from events,
How might we help?
like the bandits returning to our coast, which happens quite often. Get another stone mine,
lord.
or a quarry rather. It will result in us having to make a lot of people, but that's fine. We can support it without raising rations. The best revenue source would be just doing the swords, I think. Fortunately, we cannot fit 2 in here. Yeah, the backstory is good. I like those always.
Gold needed.
We have a lot of iron, so if we could get more gold, would be great. Unfortunately, we cannot really. Yeah, we will have to figure out something to do with our wood. And we need to start clearing this of wood as well, which means I'm gonna actually destroy these. And what do we do with our spare wood? We just make mills, destroy them, because we cannot sell it. But I could also do traps, which I think we are gonna do some of them.
A small party of infidels are heading to the castle.
Can't place that there, my lord. Can't place that there, my lord.
So just spread them around. If they ever spread out during the attack, they're gonna get impaled a little bit. It's like this is still not cleared up. It just takes such a long time. Let's get like 2 more woodcutters on this. We do have some ale, right?
At an alarming rate.
Where is that?
Our crops are
There.
threatened.
It's fine. Sell more swords. I think we are going to go for ale. Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna get another brewer. And what about the flour? It's really looking quite dire.
People are unsure.
Why are we losing popularity? I think our granary was actually empty for a little bit.
To the castle.
Yeah. We have problems.
Reach the walls.
I don't know this game, but I have a bit knowledge in mind about the world Stronghold. Yeah, if you don't know this game, it's an RTS from like 2002. Stronghold Crusader is set during the Crusades, and you play either as the Crusaders or the Arabians, and you control. You are supposed to build a castle, but that's not usually what happens. Instead, you just build towers and walls, fill them with archers and crossbowmen, kill all the other units. So it's like another RTS. It has balance in terms of what units beat other units. Usually in this game, armored units are just the best, unless you set them on fire. And yeah, it can be pretty good. I like the game quite a bit, even though it's quite dated at this point. Let's wall that off.
Instructions.
I think we should have, yeah,
Wait orders.
this mangonel will need to shoot at this place.
Finding range.
And we should make more engineers. We cannot yet because our food is looking bad.
Change in the treasury, lord.
Maybe getting the church soon would be good.
This building
Hopefully the ale coverage is gonna help out a little bit as well.
This building has no labor, sire.
You shouldn't have any trouble finding the ale. Just, yeah, he's out of labor.
Labor, sire.
Makes sense.
Those blessed
We are still losing popularity. Why is that?
People are unsure.
Oh, right.
Is empty, sire.
Food.
Our hop plants are overrun with hop weevil.
I'm gonna have to bribe our peasants. Oh, this is getting real rough. I might die because of the popularity.
Enough goods.
By the way, I totally do not expect that I will be able to beat this in the first attempt. This map is absolutely insane. So if something goes amiss, it's completely expected, even though I would like to
Granary stocks are
get through it quickly. I don't really think that's an option.
Yes.
My gun stopped firing for some reason.
Finding range.
Maybe we can stabilize.
Our granary stocks are growing, sire.
Cannot really justify bigger rations, I don't think. But now we have positive popularity, we should get some peasants.
We do not have enough gold for apprentices.
Get another granary, just if we ever get surplus, but I sincerely doubt that's gonna happen. We also have capped our population again, so gonna have to add another hovel, even though I really don't want to. I'm also going to have to buy some flour, otherwise we'll die. I don't really have the money for it.
The stockpile is full, my lord.
Peasants should be glad to work for your mining company in the middle of the desert. Yeah, they should. They are rebelling. Rebellious peasants. Okay, have we cleared the other desert area?
Report a large Arabian force
Okay.
marching towards us.
First real attack of sorts. I'm gonna get
Set us a task.
engineers. Let's make... Oh, I don't have any gold at all. Sell the swords.
How can we help your grace?
Let's make some portable shields. What about our melee?
Plague.
Pretty bad. Plague. L coverage is giving us +2. Maybe now we can pull through.
Arabian forces are attacking.
How many are there? They even have some armor, guys.
Stockpile is
That's certainly not good for us. Let's slow the game way down. I'm going to grab a wall. Gonna go around like this. Stretch it so they don't have immediate access.
Infidels are heading to the castle.
And since we have the wood,
Can't place that there, my lord.
let's spend it on spike traps.
My lord. Can't place that there, 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 my lord.
Peasants are revolting. What's new? Yeah, they are
Ready.
never happy.
Ready. You need something built.
Going to be just fine. Fortunately, in this map, they don't really have that many ranged units because you cannot be expected to have your own.
My boys, you
I didn't lose anything. We only have 10 archers and 1 crossbowman, and we are not gonna get more unless we get the event. This is really bad.
I smell trouble. All right.
They found a hole. They don't really want to go through the maze. I mean, it's understandable, but it's really bad for me. And food has run out again.
treasury lord.
Ah, this is rough.
Not enough food.
Alright. Let's get flour.
The infidels are attacking.
It's just a slave army. It's fine. What's not fine is... Where are the slaves? They are running to our mines, I think. Let's use the Lord. It's the only thing we can use.
Let me guess.
These guys are gonna be a problem. I could use my archers on the low ground, actually. Yeah, the slaves. Yeah. But I meant these guys that just came into the map. This is the part of the first attack, actually. And our popularity is absolutely abysmal.
Somewhat disliked.
Because we don't have any food.
The lord is under attack.
Okay. Can I deal with that somehow? I think we are just gonna die. So first I'm gonna just delete the superficial stuff, which we don't necessarily need for peasants, and then
Our granary
let's increase the rations. I'm gonna have to buy flour just to keep things from falling apart.
You are somewhat disliked, my
You need to get the popularity up as soon as possible. Let's kill this monk. There are just a few.
very low, sire.
This is not good. And I don't really think I can deal with that.
Doing. Our tools are
Lord is probably not gonna be able to take down 3 armored swordsmen at this point. He's yellow already.
People are
And we are...
of you, sire.
I think... No, we are not bribing the peasants, but...
Empty, sire.
Oh, food is such a massive pain on this map. It's just incredible. Alright. I mean, one way to do it would be just maybe not even focus on the farms and instead go for buying flour. Just make sure you like exploit as much of the iron as quickly as possible. Transform it into swords to sell constantly and then use that to just fuel the economy. That could be a thing.
Has descended on your castle, your lordship.
And these plagues are really deadly for the popularity.
Of you, sire. We await orders.
Yeah, this will certainly be a loss, I think. Even though we might be able to kill these. Just unrest
The enemy's onslaught.
what kills us.
Our granary stocks are growing, sire.
We already lost 30 population. So that's not going to work. I'm kinda curious. Yeah, I think the main problem is just getting enough wheat. Might be that we just never go for ale. Or actually in this mission I think you can go for +8 popularity just for giving people alcohol. In which case you could forgo food entirely. And then just keep everybody drunk all the time. Unfortunately I don't really remember the numbers for it. So we'd have to judge it.
This building has no labor.
And just make hops, because hops should be easier to get. Problem is we cannot really buy alcohol if we ever run out. So it's even worse to keep track of that. But it looks like we should be able to. Yeah, I think we need to go for pure alcohol and
Retire, my lord.
feed our people that way, basically. Problem will be we start with some wheat, so that's gonna have to be used as well initially, but after that we are not gonna use it, I don't think. So let's start as before, just clear the superficial stuff out. Let's take our 2 archers, start clearing these bandits.
We are on our way.
I smell trouble.
We're just gonna go to kill this assassin. Let's get a woodcutter there. Can actually get several here. As well as here.
Place that there, my lord.
Destroy this. Get a blacksmith. As well as an armory. And our first mine.
Can't place that there, my lord.
We should go for a single hunter.
What is it?
Yeah, that's the initial setup, I think.
Yes? Make your mind up.
We are gonna probably keep this in. Not this biker though. I'm gonna start processing some of our hops.
Let me guess. Dig in.
Yes? Archers, ready. War is yours, my lord.
I have to.
Cannot really tax people,
Is under
so
attack.
no point trying that. Let's get the Lord to attack the enemy camp here. Need to rescue the units before the attacks start happening.
I'm scared, my lord.
No change in the treasury, Lord.
Actually, I have a lot of peasants we cannot really use. That's a shame. I've gone for more woodcutters. I need the wood to just get the mines up and running quickly.
Granary stocks are very low, sire.
And yes, we also need to set up a mill to make some bread before we can really rely on the ale.
Almost out of food. The granary
Okay,
is
that's done.
empty, sire.
I'm gonna keep it here for a little bit.
Not enough wood, my lord.
Should have gone for more woodcutters earlier, I think. We do have quite a few here, but that's very far, so fortunately it takes them a while.
Instructions.
What about our lord? He's getting in there.
Request at your forthcoming marriage, sire. No change.
Let's raise taxes a little bit.
The people love you, no change in the treasury, Lord. The people love you, my lord.
Yeah, they absolutely hate that there is no food. Get a mill. As well as a baker. Gonna get another one right away. And a granary. So the Lord has cleared a way in. Use him to kill these ranged units. Oh, cannot get a hops farm, the freaking trees spread in here. I think I might have to restart. This is a very bad start for me. It will take absolutely insane time to clear this now that the trees have spread. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Get another blacksmith. The marriage is gonna go away pretty soon.
We await orders.
How is the Lord doing? Kill them all. Can get another blacksmith. You should. Hey, Raider. Woodcutter support that drought has spread many trees. Yeah.
Set us a task.
If only. Should have cleared this sooner. Now I'm gonna pay the price for it. I'm going to have to also use more bakers. We are gonna get rid of the food economy eventually. For now, at least the ale is keeping us alive, even though we don't have really any food. Why are you so bad at life? Right, he's gonna clear them up. What about our archers? Gonna have to shift them over. We don't want them to get aggressive because they could destroy the fire ballista. It's a valuable asset. Still don't really have that much food.
The Lord is under attack.
That's the last guy. So let's start cutting out of this prison. And here we still need to wait a little bit.
My bow is yours.
Let's hope they don't get aggravated from all the way over there. It's actually your ballista. The enemy ballista, enemy siege weapons, you could have done that in Stronghold Crusader, but in HD they actually removed that. Very strange, I liked that actually before. But it's yours. If you don't aggravate them, they will not destroy it.
Your Grace.
Yeah, I liked that feature because it made it a little better for custom maps. So you could have even made an equipment amongst aggressive units and they wouldn't really destroy it. It's good. The more options you give to the editor, it's better. That's what keeps the RTS alive, even after its official support ends ages ago.
Wood needed.
Alright, how are we going to proceed? I need more of everything.
Outlaws from the woods have returned to our cause.
Alright, let's get them on the star. Gonna have to repair it, otherwise it's gonna die very quickly. We are going to make an entrance through here. Let's keep it 2 tiles, I think. Same speed, macy swords, right? Yeah, I think it's the same. I just kept it as option because I cannot really disable workshops for making different things. I totally know I could have done that in original Stronghold Crusader, but in Stronghold HD, they just have these bugs in the editor, and one of them is if you click on disabled things, you can still make them. So I had to kinda go around that.
We are so happy for you and your new...
You can still kind of work with that if you disable armor, so you cannot really make crossbowmen or pikemen if you can have access to weapons still, but it's just an annoyance because it's there, right? Much would have preferred if that was not the case. Okay, let's take a look here. This tree is still there. I wasn't able to make a single farm this entire game yet. I think this might be a restart. It's just the start is so bad.
Gold stocks are too low, sire.
Instructions.
Okay, there is one guy. Gonna get killed pretty soon.
Wait orders.
Start cutting out of this prison.
Yes. That's quite a run.
You should have some free engineers.
You know.
Grab
Manning
this.
siege equipment.
And once we have milled all the flour, I'm gonna get rid of the mill.
A message from your scribe.
Theft. Let's start clearing some of this as well. Actually, I think we might be able to squeeze the farm in. Yeah, let's get it.
In this building.
We are the Black Monks. You need something built.
Moving up.
Yeah, let's go there.
Stone needed.
We already need another house. It's a problem. I'm gonna have to.
The people worship.
Okay, we can at least tax people for a little bit, but soon we will run out of food, and that's real bad. Is that bad? Yeah, I think that's not great, but maybe if we build like that, it's gonna be fine. This tree needs to go, come on, cut it. Sucks about that menu, maybe we'll need a 1.3 version except for the map editing. Yeah, I tried that, but unfortunately maps don't seem to be compatible between the two games. So if you make a map in the old Stronghold, you just cannot import it and edit it because it will result in like there is black specks all over the map and none of the terrain is there if you do that. I already thought about it and it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. Sucks monumentally. Maybe we could have fitted 3, but I doubt it.
A small party of infidels
Okay,
are
enemies are already on their way. That sucks. Yes. It sucks. Sucks a lot. But what can you do, right? That's what it is.
What needs doing?
Okay, let's get an engineer.
This pot's hot. My lord, forward! Yes.
I think we should have these guys now. Yeah.
Archers, ready.
Send this over.
That's quite a run. That's quite a run.
Gonna get Magonal. Where are the other engineers?
Manning siege equipment. Constructing siege equipment.
Just continue getting more blacksmiths, I think. Oh, we're already struggling with labor. That's not good.
Our treasury is emptying.
Soon we will have to switch into pure ale economy. Do it. UPC nerds could fix that. Hopefully they'll start going faster in current rate. Yeah. Would have been great. You'll see if they manage to fix it. I wouldn't really have high hopes. It might be a little time consuming for them to do it. So we might get a fix on that eventually, but I doubt it's gonna happen soon. Alright, we just need to switch into pure taverns now. Get rid of the hunter, get rid of the granary.
Not enough gold, my lord.
Not enough goods.
This... Why cannot you cut this freaking tree? Tree is bane of my existence.
The people hold you in great esteem.
Just -1. I could get around that if I got 500 gold to build a church, but
What is it?
I don't have that
Just
currently.
a little way then.
Some outlaws from the woods have returned to our cause, my lord.
Yeah, let's get them on the tower.
How might we help?
Monk will join our militia right here. Where is the... Yeah, we have some...
Outlying villages have seen Arabian
of
soldiers
these
heading
guys.
this way.
I guess we are gonna go...
People hold you in great esteem, my lord.
No, we are keeping people in line with this. It's fine. The only problem is I don't really have any stocks of ale yet. I'm gonna have another brewer. And then we absolutely need as much hops as possible. Because we cannot buy it. So at least with food you can actually buy flour if you are struggling, but it's very expensive. So that is merit for both options, I think. Could get away with either one. Now they are cutting the tree finally. Good. It's not gone yet though. Let's take a look at our
Stone needed.
stone. Can we get any stone? I suppose we are gonna get an ox soon. No, I think they are both here. At this point it could be Stronghold 1 scenario, so it's not for my keep anyway.
Forces are attacking.
Oh, it's... No, as what new units bring, but you could do a really cool terrain type. Yeah, I think the meteor impact is nice thing. But we also have fire ballistas and other things. So it's not just like Stronghold 1, really. There are gonna be some other units in the other attacks, some Arabian archers. Also, some of the quality of life stuff is good. And it's also a different game balance-wise. I don't think it would be that viable in Stronghold 1 because Ale is just so much weaker there, as is Religion, and in general you can usually like farm pretty well all over the place there, while here you can actually restrict the farming better, I feel like.
Let me get
They are probably gonna go for this. That's fine.
Can't place that there, my lord. Can't place that there, my lord.
Do I have to? Stop pushing me around.
Not enough goods.
Okay. We'll just need more blacksmiths and mines.
I'm claustrophobic, you know. All right.
At least the one thing that is going for the tunnelers is they are quite fast. You know, they are very expensive and fairly crap at fighting. Yeah, there is no fertile land, especially if you go for only hops and wheat farms. You can make this all high ground, or the higher ground, not the mountain, but basically Stronghold 1 has 3 layers of terrain. The first one is the valley floor, which can support all the farms you can think of. It's the most green thing. Then you have the middle, which is the slightly yellower grass that can support, I think, cows and maybe apple orchards. Not sure about the apples. And then you have the mountain, which cannot be farmed at all, but it would look very strange, I think, if this all was a mountain. Also, you need to consider that would be the highest elevation, like this. So that would be your base for the entire map, which means you cannot make really hills or other elevations. Now we're getting some hops. I still think I would like another brewer.
Enemy are vanquished.
But the most important thing is to keep the economy rolling.
Wood needed.
The blacksmiths. So these guys are not done with this. It's understandable. Let's add a few more.
Is rising.
I think we should start cutting away some of these trees that are actually blocking the middle. But we could get rid of some of these. Be back dinner time. Yeah, no problem, Kikis. Enjoy your dinner. Get another hops farm. It's very far, but we need every single bit we can get. So that should help out a little bit. So far, whatever the popularity. It's okay, I would like to get the church, but first it's probably better. No, I don't have spare iron actually. I need to make more mines.
Not enough workers available to run this building.
And people. Alright, that's dangerous. We want to add the housing gradually. Now we have some stone. I'm going to finish this part of this wall. I just looked, and the only land coverage which is non-fertile is the other type of stone, like a smaller stone for quarries which you can't gather. So best to make the whole map high ground. Yeah, you could do that, but it would limit your options in regards to what other terrain you have on the map, because everything would have to be like that. So in that case, I believe that Crusader is actually better with the desert. I mean, it's not perfect, of course, but As I said, I think the map is not bad. It's not like you have that many options, but the concept is cool, not having barracks. Just have to use engineers and
Small party
tunnelers.
of infidels are heading to the castle.
However, it's very important the enemy attacks don't actually have many ranged units, because usually Stronghold revolves around out-shooting the enemy, which is not the case here, so it's kind of strange, but yeah, you cannot have the enemy have many ranged units, otherwise they will absolutely destroy everything. Okay, let's get another ops farm. And then, how do we do on iron? It's still not great.
Reading of an alarm
Is
in
that, yeah,
Liege. Our
it's there.
crops are threatened.
I'm gonna go for another hobble, I think. What's the popularity like? Still okay.
The infidels are attacking.
It's the slaves. There is a lot of stone here. I think another ox could be good. Let's get a church for the +1. I'm gonna idle it though.
Not enough gold, my lord.
I would actually need a whole bunch of stone. Can we afford another quarry? Yeah, definitely. If the events keep happening, that could be bad. But we are still getting some hops in. Overall, I think we gathered quite a bit. But with the wheat, it might be worse. The thing that you could do is, after your initial resources are spent, you can just delete the stockpile and move it here. And that would be much faster gather rate from these. It will result in lower efficiency of the quarry a little bit, but that's fine. And the iron is still close, and you can make armory up here, for example, with all the blacksmiths. And if you only are using ale, this should be enough for brewers and inns. Alternatively, you could do the dried up creek, but I don't really think that's very good for space at all. And having it here is just too far for the iron. You kinda need it to happen fast.
I've never seen so many rabbits, my lord.
But there are options. You can go for multiple things. We talked about it. I think that it's better to have multiple solutions or choices in regards to what players do on the map.
Our hop plants are overrun with hop weevil.
Yeah, hope we will.
It's ruined, my liege.
What painful. I think I want to go for the quarry. I need this stone. Because we'll get besieged by a lot of siege weapons eventually.
Work halted, my lord. The people worship you, sire.
Could even go for a little tax, but I don't think that's good. And I think we actually have all the farms we can have. I don't think we can fit 3. But it doesn't matter, probably I could always add ox tethers. Yeah, there was some stone left still. But we have 3 there, so it will probably get depleted because we had even more there before. Now another ox. There, I don't think we are ever gonna grab another quarry, so it's fine to have him there. Problem is the map is sort of very rugged with the hills, so it's impacting the efficiency of the peasants quite a bit. I could repair the tower, but I think we should just go for walls to distract catapults. And then finish our walls here. I don't even have engineers yet. Let's get that.
Scouts report a large Arabian force marching towards us.
Okay, let's get more blacksmiths. Do we have iron? Sort of. I'm going to grab extra mines then. Large army. Okay.
Plague has descended on your castle.
And plague. The plagues are gonna be
People love you.
bad for popularity, obviously. The only way to offset them is going to be bribery.
Emptying.
Can do that, we'll lose minimal amount of popularity that way.
Arabian forces are attacking.
Okay, they are here.
Lord, instructions.
Let's get the Mangonel firing. I'm going to do that.
Can't place that there, my lord.
Get these spikes rolling.
Place that there, my lord.
And cage with war dogs. I'm gonna do one there. Also, I should probably grab some tunnelers.
Recruits needed.
Just as melee infantry, basically.
A small party of infidels are heading to the castle.
Shield ready.
Slaves are not really a problem. It's gonna be the other units.
Your popularity is falling.
Okay, let's kill the slaves.
Mind up. Let me guess. Dig in. Ballista ready. Do I have to?
These monks I'm gonna burn, I think.
The infidels are attacking.
That's just a small slave unit.
Come on, sire. I'm claustrophobic, you know. Stop pushing me around. Stand ready. I smell trouble.
Do the dogs attack me? I don't think so. They were probably going there because they saw the slaves and they just aggroed to their location.
Great, and I don't even have a shed. Make your mind up.
Let's get another Mangonel.
Recruits needed.
Popularity is dangerously low. I also don't have any people.
It's around.
It's quite bad.
The people hold you in great esteem.
Plague is off now, but
People hold you in
yeah, L coverage is falling off. Going to have to build ourselves another inn. Let's do it. Should be able to support that. Which means even another house, maybe we can go ham on the people now. It's gonna be pretty important to start gathering as much iron as possible. I'm going to get a single pitch rig.
The enemy are inside under attack.
What is that? Oh, alright. Slaves. I think they might have went around here, actually. Now we have a bunch of stone. That's good. Going to repair our tower.
What is it?
To pitch rig on closer marshland. Here, right? Yeah. I think that's a good idea. Where is the access point there? Yeah. Cannot really sell the pitch,
Has descended on your castle,
but
my lord.
it's good to have more. Anyway. There might be a sneaky way to get down. More plague, that's gonna be pretty bad.
Hold you in great esteem, my lord. Our
Gonna have to do
treasury is
bribery.
emptying. The people hold you in great esteem.
People just absolutely hate my cats. Alright. Pull it off. We'll need a staircase, so it's gonna happen once we get what do I want? Some stone, yeah, right.
The people hold you in
This
great
inn is probably more trouble than it's worth, since it's very far. Gonna build it here instead.
not enough goods.
Still need to keep bribing the peasants because of the plague.
Warm towards you, my liege.
This castle is diseased, lordship. We need a healer.
Our treasury is empty. Sentiment is
Okay,
treasury.
stop bribing them.
Not enough gold, my lord.
Not enough goods.
The Meteoric Ore Corporation is paying out bonuses to keep peasants working in the desert. Apothecaries for resistance if that many plagues. Yeah, I don't actually remember. I haven't played with apothecaries much, I don't think. I think they help with that a little bit, right? Might do one a little bit later.
Gold needed.
I will need a whole bunch of stockpiles. You'll need the 500
Can't place that there, my
iron. Might be the time to start stockpiling some surplus. What about the gold?
Not enough goods.
We should make more. Going to destroy this woodcutter. %60% for 3 of them resistance to disease damage. Good. Is it disease damage on units or is it popularity damage as
A
well?
small party of infidels are heading
Because
to
the
the crossroads.
popularity is what's bothering me really. Other stuff not so much.
The people hold you in great esteem, my lord. Not enough goods.
Because I don't really need units to resist the disease. Because none of them are really getting hit by the disease. It's more about the popularity hits. That makes sense. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna affect the popularity, which is a bummer. That would have actually been useful. Got a staircase. We'll need a bunch of engineers. Now we can actually finally use some of our
Siege equipment.
units.
Constructing siege equipment.
They've breached the walls already. Oh. I think that's a bug. They haven't really breached the walls.
Built. Fumes from this fire.
Okay.
Terrible.
Not
Still need more mining. Should be able to do it, right?
the people hold you in great esteem.
Ale coverage is really shit. Oh, I need another one. Can be supported though. Yeah, we have surpluses. That's good. Very, very good. Could even feed the people a little bit if we want to invest into flour. But that would also mean bakers. I'm not too pumped about spending labor on that.
Force of the infidel marching towards us.
Yeah, but fire is not gonna happen much. I think there is like one. So if I am able to slow the game down and then delete some of the buildings that are infested by it, I can just avoid it. Because the efficiency impact I would have to get by spreading the buildings would be much worse than just what I have currently, I think. Just gonna take that on the chin and hope that I can deal with it when it happens.
Finding range.
That's why I actually disabled many of the fire events and replaced them with plague. Because it feels really bad when you have to play an economic mission and then build everything like a freaking Muppet because of the fire. I don't really like building things because of the fire, like how we spread it out. I know how, but it is a massive pain. Alright, let's get another mine. How many peasants do we have? Not many. This is a rare circumstance where actually bad things would be good, I think, for the iron. I just cannot justify the popularity hit.
will hold you in great esteem, my lord. Your popularity is rising.
What I really want is to get more iron so we can get the cattle.
Your grace.
Recruits needed, sire.
Where are they? Here.
We await orders.
We have some wood. Let's get some traps as well.
Yes.
Finding range. Shield ready.
I like fire event focused scenario too, just have to adjust goals. Yeah, exactly. It needs to be either one. Either you focus the goals around building efficiently and have the goals higher, like this one, or you have actually like appropriate goals for the how you would need to build with the fire events. Yep, I do agree with that. I still kept one, I think, just a sort of one-time off event that could wreck a bunch of your economy, so you have to rebuild, but it's not constant, right? I do think that's better. Also, the Hop Weevil is not that impactful anymore, I think. We didn't have that much of it. Still keep around 15 kegs, which is good.
The people love you, my lord.
I'm tempted to go for the bad things, I really am. I'm gonna build ourselves. No, we don't have the iron. Okay.
Wood needed. Wood stocks are too low, sire.
Even wood is missing, that's very unusual. Let's get a woodcutter there. But yeah, we should get wood eventually, that's fine. So, are we fine? Let's send the tunnelers. If they stack, they should be doing pretty well.
Stop pushing me around.
I'm going to set a rally point for them, I think.
Skilled engineers, my lord.
Yes.
Get me some chaff.
Not enough good.
And gold is not really that important currently. Outlaws, okay. Okay, I think the ballista actually killed my archer. Oh, they bombarded the shit out of my wall. Right.
Instructions.
We are by your side.
My archer might get sniped.
We are on our way.
Run,
Leaving now.
run.
Moving off. We are on our way. Leaving now. Moving off. We are on our way.
Those siege weapons are not great for my existence. I think I'm gonna use the tunnelers to clear them out.
Must we? The enemy
Problem is,
side the
I need to stop my mangonels or at least readjust them.
Shield ready.
Let's get away. At least with one. I also hate how the freaking slaves go for the lord. I'm gonna have to maybe make an adjustment to the map and make you have an enclosed little keep, but I'm gonna scrap that, I'm pretty sure, so if I play, so I guess it's fine.
I'm claustrophobic, you know. I smell trouble. I'm not afraid, but yes.
I'm pretty sure we can support another house, so let's do it. Can we finally get ourselves an oil smelter? Yes.
We have survived.
Your grace.
Recruits needed,
Set
sire.
us a task.
Manning smelter. How can we help?
Let's get
Constructing
few of
siege
these.
equipment. Your grace, you need something built. Reporting for oil duty.
What is it? Oh, just a little way then.
This device requires skilled
Yes.
engineers, my lord.
Recruits needed, sire.
So less.
Goods.
So how are we doing on iron?
Small party of infidels
Still
are
really
heading to the
struggling.
castle.
Gonna have to utilize more of this ore.
Can't place that there, my lord.
Almost works. I don't think we can get to in here. Fine. So
Not enough goods.
our goal is 10,000 gold. The gold is not gonna be that big of a deal. Iron is. Start going ham on the mining operations.
The infidels are attacking.
Yeah, that's just the slaves. That's fine. What's not fine is if they attack from here and then shrek my walls again. Because they really like to do that.
The enemy has
Let's just make a secondary wall. With some destruction walls as well. Do we have surplus wood again? Not really.
can't place that there, my lord.
I think...
What needs doing?
Yeah, we have an engineer with a kettle there.
Shield ready. Shield ready. Shield.
Did I save one of the archers? Yeah.
War is yours.
Yeah, I think it's bad. It's time for bad tanks. I do think that.
Sire.
Fill the desert. We are an evil corporation now. Let's take a look how much of an effect it had.
The people are
Probably minimal.
afraid of you, my lord. Can't place that there, my lord. The people are frightened of you, my lord.
Okay. So, I need to think about this. A religion is probably never gonna happen because reasons. I could start bribing them a little bit, but
Our treasury is
is that worth it? I think for the extra iron it might be worth it for our goals actually. Pay them bonuses and keep selling swords.
plants are overrun with hop weevil. The crop is ruined, my liege.
We have surplus ale. Okay. Problem is the bad thing also cost gold, so... Actually I should have built something more cheap. I think the stocks are actually better, or actually the suspects are the best for 40. Yeah. Yeah, that's absolutely insane. Especially if you have woodcutters, even worse when you have hunters, because they frequent the outskirts of the map, which is usually pretty hard to get to.
Gold needed.
It's okay if you have very enclosed economy where all your peasants are actually very close to your keep, but that would not be the case here. Alright, how do we go about this?
Not enough goods.
I think I might want to bribe them.
Our tools are ready. ready. Pot's hot.
Okay, let's get this guy on an aggressive stance.
This pot's giving me blisters.
On the tower, it's fine.
Set us a task from this pot on.
Let's get another guy. I'm going to make this into a thing like that. You go there.
We are the black monks.
Keep our infantry
Yes. Let me guess. Do I have
Dig
to?
in.
I'm claustrophobic, you know.
right here.
Alright.
I want to wall this off. I don't want them to have easy access to the staircase.
To serve you.
Fire ballista. Yeah, it has to go there.
My lord?
I think it might be time for bribery.
Treasury Lord.
Bad things, come on.
The people are very scared of you, my liege. Can't place that there, my lord. The people tremble at the very mention of your name, sire.
Okay. Plagues will probably put a hamper on our fear factor situation at some point, but it's fine. I could also get a granary and like 2 bakers and prepare some food for emergencies and then only allow it once we actually need it.
Our crops are threatened.
If that makes any sense, I'm gonna have to, yeah, let's get
Goods.
gold. We need that for bribery.
I smell trouble.
Okay.
I've never seen so many rabbits, my liege.
And the fear factor is gonna actually impact our ale production as well. We could get even more people, I think. Should be able to support another inn. Let's do it. Need to fill our goals quickly.
Infidels are heading to the castle.
Gonna be important.
More gold is needed.
Okay, gold.
Not enough goods.
Let's get a few more blacksmiths for gold reasons. Because the bribery is gonna get more expensive as we added population.
The infidels are attacking.
It's just a slave group.
Not enough.
Yeah, that's somewhat flour.
A large Arabian force marching towards us.
Not enough.
Yeah, that's the army I was thinking about. Unfortunately, one of our engineers actually triggered the cattle.
Your grace, you need something built.
Might send another one. What's the point of small attacks at this point? Yeah, I have a trigger that disables them a little later. It's just wasting some of your oil at this point, I guess, if that happens.
Forces are attacking.
But overall, it's just, yeah. It would probably feel bad if we didn't have anything happening for a big while as well.
The enemy.
In that sense, it might be good.
Shield ready.
Not sure though.
Finding range.
Yeah, they are attacking that. We should be fine though, I think. I'm gonna actually roll this again. Just make sure. It's a lot of armored swordsmen, so fire is gonna be very important for this. We don't have gold. Let's sell the swords.
Not enough goods.
Another swordsmith.
Can't place that there, my lord.
I think stone is a little bit redundant at this point.
Can't place that there, my lord.
Can just make bigger stockpile though. It's fine. So how are they doing? Yes, they are gonna burn.
What needs doing?
Yes, Your Majesty.
One of the swordsmen made it. Two of them actually did. Okay. Unfortunately, some of them did get burned, but okay, let's send them. Let's send a chaff. See what happens. Yeah, if we stack, we should be good. Not really. I mean, we did get absolutely slaughtered, but it did sort of stop them. They might also go for my ballista.
Ballista, ready. For the crown. Ballista, ready. We stand ready. We swordsman, and we lend a hand.
Yeah.
We stand
Okay.
Commander, sire.
It was a little bit dangerous. I think we have some cattle people. Let's get another one here.
With this thing, set us a task. God, this pot's giving this blister.
And the siege weapons should be fine, just let them do their thing. They are bombarding my stuff.
A jester arrived at the castle Rouge. I have taken the liberty of offering him employment.
Okay, Jester. How much popularity is it from Jester? +2? Yeah. Actually, it's offsetting my need to bribe people. That's good. 163 iron. How many peasants do we have? I think we add a few more mines.
I live to serve you. Ballista, ready.
I think we're ready.
Did the engineers return? Yes. Good. If we have surplus wood, I'd like to just slap down extra traps.
My lord. Can't place that there, my lord. Can't place that there, my lord.
A small party of infidels are heading to the castle.
Not enough goods.
Let's take a look at the goals. Yeah. Time is not looking great, but I think we are making progress steadily.
Not enough goods,
Also, I'm gonna disable the bakers for now.
my lord.
Hey, my husband, and welcome.
Infidels are attacking.
Alliance? Alliance are not great, it's gonna lower my popularity most likely. Jester is still active though. It seems like the Jester is actually like... the Jester takes a long time to go away.
He's really funny.
Maybe this event actually persists? I actually know.
The people love
No, he went away. It just takes a while for him to do that. It's good.
Not enough goods.
Okay, so we should be on our way to winning this. But I'm gonna need to make some infantry, I think. And our population is looking really bad. Let's get another hobble.
enough
This
goods.
device requires skilled engineers, my lord.
Yes. Recruits needed, sire.
I really don't want to make more of these because you need the gold for the goal as well, but I'll have to make some units because I'm pretty sure the final attacks are gonna be pretty bunkers.
Not enough goods.
Danger, my lord. A massive
Yes.
Arabian army will
Sort
soon
of
be
like
upon
this.
us.
Yes. Recruits needed, sire. Not enough goods.
So the thing we are going to do is make ourselves a pitch trap.
Can't place that there, my lord.
Arabian forces are attacking.
It's a lot of armored units. We'll burn them with the first use of a cattle though, I think.
The enemy has
They will have a lot of siege weapons. Let's hope they just focus on this. In which case it's gonna be fine. They have some trebuchets as well. Yeah, we can delete the workshops to refund the Ultivar goal. I triggered my pitch too soon. That's not good.
there, my lord.
That's totally not good.
Not enough goods.
And it will also allow us to stockpile more iron. But we are not gonna make any more swords after that, so it's the end game measure, basically. Okay, can we? No. I think I can maybe, yeah, get this guy up here. Throw out the cattle. Maybe it's gonna reach that. So sad, yeah. It's very sad. I think I'm gonna... yeah, let's throw out a cattle on these. But this guy needs to keep his. Some of them are trying to avoid the fire. I think this is 100. Or maybe it's 50, I don't actually remember.
I'm claustrophobic, you know.
Alright.
Make your mind up.
Get to it, you plebs.
Yes. Recruits needed, sire.
Alright, this looks pretty grim.
A small party of infidels are heading to the castle.
No! It backfired. I'm gonna die. I'm going to absolutely die.
Stop pushing me around.
This is so bad. I have a guy. It depends where they go. But I think they are going for my fire ballista or the lord. I could maybe try to intercept them. Some cattle guys. That's dangerous business. It's not gonna splash too much when you use it from the ground level.
Ballista, ready. Set us a task.
Let me guess. Dig in.
Ballista, ready. To die.
Yeah, that's an absolutely obnoxious bug.
How can we have impressive?
Do I have to?
Terrible. Careful with this thing.
I could just make her a lit point.
Not enough goods.
This is like, I don't really want to trigger Twitch, but
This pot's giving me.
this guy is basically a suicide bomber.
The infidels are attacking.
Okay, let's throw out the oil.
You need something built. Fumes from this pot. What needs help? This fumes giving me.
We have to destroy this mine.
Our tools are ready. Set us a task.
I'm sure.
This pot's hot.
Burn them! Burn them! Let 'em
Outlaws, okay. Let's just try to run the archers in. It's not looking good. I'm pretty sure they are not gonna like destroy my stuff at all. They just are interested in killing the Lord, and they can totally do that since there are quite a few. I could shut off part of my city to get labor and recruit the people into miners.
This device requires skilled engineers.
Or we can run the Lord, that is correct. Like somewhere, but he doesn't really want to go anywhere unless I order him to attack or something. I'm going to have to shut my iron industry. Yeah, that's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's Flemish Revolution time. Greasy miners are gonna absolutely murder him.
Our hop plants are overrun with hop evil. The crop is ruined, my liege. Recruits needed, sire.
Okay.
I'm claustrophobic, you know.
Not enough goods.
It's gonna take ages to repopulate the mines,
I smell trouble.
but
Alright.
maybe we are fine.
Work this building is currently functioning, my lord.
Okay, let's run them in. I mean, they are pretty terrible at fighting, but maybe we will thin them out enough to a point where it's still not good. Okay, this is so sad. I don't want to
Device requires skilled engineers, my lord.
Not enough goods.
Valiant effort.
So how many are there? This looks like... No, we don't save.
Halted, my lord.
Just gonna kill my city. Okay, let's get them on the keep.
You do not have enough gold to train a tunneler.
Let me guess. Do I have to dig in?
This is our last stand. You'll see. Maybe they will be stupid and go in one by one. Sometimes they do that. It's quite a few already. If they focus on killing the tunnelers, that is actually good.
I'm claustrophobic, you know. This picture smell trouble. What is it?
Okay. Yeah.
I can get there. Stop pushing me around.
It's a route.
Don't enable peasants. I don't think if I...
Let me guess.
Let's try. Can we get a peasant back? No.
I'm claustrophobic, you know.
Let's go.
I smell
The dream is alive. But I think we still have an attack. It's gonna happen and it's gonna be absolutely humongous. And it's gonna take absolute ages to repopulate this. I am going to shut off the woodcutters now, I think. It's gonna give me some labor. Use some of the wood for traps. Do I have pitch? Yes. Get it?
Has arrived at the castle, liege. I have taken the liberty of offering
Jester is good.
employment.
Need to sell things so we have bribes. Actually, we could just start giving people some food.
The people love you.
Yeah,
Our gold
stop
stocks
bribing them.
steadily, sire. The people love you, my lord.
We need warm bodies. In wall up. I can, but then they are gonna just go ham and the walls everywhere at the same time. It's better if you can burn them in a single place. Problem is gonna be the gold basically now, because I really don't have any people working the blacksmith shops. We have some time left, but it's not a lot.
What is it? Yes.
Plague. What's the plague? Alright, let's activate rations.
A small party of
I am going to shut off the quarries.
castle.
I don't need them.
Halted, my lord.
It's actually what I should have done a little sooner.
The infidels are attacking.
Is that a huge attack? No.
Granary stocks are very low, sire.
Okay.
We
Can
are
we
almost
finally...
out of food,
We
sire.
actually have like most of the iron we need. Problem is going to be the gold, maybe.
Danger, my lord. A massive army
Oh,
of the
food is gone.
will soon be upon
Just
us.
gobbled it up. Alright, let's get bribery going. Start selling the swords for it.
Infidels are attacking.
So, how big is this? It's not small. Even the freaking monks are gonna be a problem. But I think this is the last attack that will happen. We're actually wall up now, maybe. They're gonna all go here and then figure out that it's actually locked off. It's kind of abusing the AI a little bit. The AI is mean, so I don't mind it.
Our tools are ready.
But this guy, come on, walk over. I don't really want to. Okay, kill the assassin, please. I don't think we should burn them yet. Maybe we need to. Yeah, they are chipping my wall.
Watch them settle. What needs doing? This hot spot.
Burn. They will try to get in. How is the economy looking? Pretty hideous, right? Yeah, but iron is almost there. Just need gold. What are we going to do? It's 10,000. Could get like 1,000 and something from the workshops, but
The granary is
not really the thing to do, I don't think.
enough wood.
It's still quite a bit. We do have one crossbowman, I think, so maybe he's gonna whittle them down. They will try to break in pretty soon.
A small
I believe.
party of infidels are heading to the castle.
Yeah, this is the last slave attack. I think they will just stop attacking after that. Yeah, just go ham. It will take a long time for them to probably disappear.
The people hold you in great esteem.
Just do it.
Sire, woodcutters report that the recent drought has killed off many trees.
Yeah, let's get rid of the
The infidels
blacksmiths, I think.
People are
No, still leave them. They are actually gonna be the last thing to go. Zero popularity, and it's gonna take a long time for these people to actually like cease to exist. That's fine. Gonna have to start whittling down my numbers. We have plenty of hops or ale, so let's just get away with this. Yeah, precisely. And the mines. Minus 35 popularity. Now we are the real bad corporation. Get some gold. Yeah, we can smash the inns, that's true. And the church as well.
gold is flowing into the treasury.
Blacksmiths are already not working. How much iron do we have? 30 extra. I could just gradually remove some of the mines. It's gonna be fine.
Look,
treasury, sire.
Smelter can be dismantled. Engineers and these bad tanks can be dismantled as well. Oh, they are not getting me kind of gold. 8,000, we are very close. 56, I think we can just disable the mines at this point.
Work halted, my lord. Not enough goods. 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 Claim has descended on your
That would be only archers though. You cannot get peasants back from the miners apparently. They just disappear completely.
A small party of infidels are heading to the castle.
not enough goods.
Victory.
Infidels are attacking.
I tried that before, that's what I would have done. I think we had some pretty tight moments in there. Yeah, that's that's actually insane. I've created a monster. This map is something else. It's not bad though, I highly recommend it. Definitely winnable. I think if you manage your stuff better, you actually don't have to do like many bad things. But I think since the map is what it is, you cannot really go for food unless you use it to supplement the economy with bought flour. I believe that you want to avoid bribery as much as possible. This was not great for my gold count. But we can take a look at the map from the start, just how it looks like. Not sure what could be improved. I think the last attack actually like bugged out a little bit in terms of their behavior when they went and they saw an entry point and then it was gone. They really didn't know what to do with their lives, so it resulted in them dropping out a little bit. But we did burn a lot of them. So I like the rescuable units. I think that makes it so you actually are motivated to get these. Ballista as well. Ballista was not like great, but it killed several of the swordsmen when it was crucial. So it's not bad. Yeah, stone is quite far, so had to have multiple tethers. Iron, we almost utilized everything. Maybe we could have sneaked in more mines, but it was a lot of iron. Food wise, it's not great for farmland, but I think if we add more, it would make the map trivial. I don't really want to do that. What cow farms could use cow troves? Yeah, I was actually thinking about that. Problem is, I would need to make sure that you can only place cow farms and not a regular farm on it. And we can take a look at it actually, how that works.
Loading.
So let's take a look. So for example, let's take this farmland. For example, if we say we would want there to be a farmable area here. So if you make something like that, you need to keep in mind that the farms actually need this footprint to be available, while the cow farms are actually larger, slightly. So in this case, we could do traps. Set it around. Let's do 1x1 tiles around there. And let's add a few of these fertile tiles around, but not too many. Take a look if there could be placed wheat farm. Yes. Cow farm as well. Right. So the cow farm could actually be all the way here, which means if we take the shrubs and then go like this, still could be placed. There is like the I would have to place more shrubs around probably. It still can be placed. It's incredibly tedious to make it so that you can only place cow farms. Now it's possible. Could have one. I think I like that idea though. So I think at least 2 farms to make it sort of more viable. Yeah, you just need to make sure you check, because if you don't check, you are gonna end up in people abusing the wheat here, and that would be very bad. We don't want easy time on this map specifically, because you saw it was actually like, it is beatable and it's hardcore, and that's how it's supposed to be. I don't want to make it trivial. Take a look at this. There. Actually, we'll use another player so I can add wood to the stockpile.
Not enough workers available to run this building.
Gonna have to add a few more tiles. I think this, yeah, gonna need another tile there, I think, and that should be good. Still doesn't want to click. Now, maybe. Still not good enough. Might be this corner. I'm actually suspecting that there is a desert tile here, but it looks like it's the shrubs. It's just kinda rough. Alright, can we build that finally? No. Maybe here. Yeah, the tile there. Should work, right? No. Yeah, I think it might be this. Make sure there is a shrubland everywhere. Shrubland is actually fine to add. Yes, now it can be placed, but let's take a look. Yeah, no regular farms, but also the center tile. This is unfortunate.
Workers available to run this building.
You could have one regular farm here. And I cannot really not have that, I don't think. But you could have 2 cow farms.
Not enough workers available to
What's the trade-off though? I strongly believe people will opt to get the how do you call it? Hops instead of the cow farms. Oh, I don't think it's gonna affect the balance of the map too much, so I'm gonna keep it. Let's not add trees to it. Anything else that we would like to change? I think going to send those to the crate. Yeah, I think it's good. I think I'm going to actually add one more swordsman for a reward for clearing this. And let's get some miners in there as well. Same with this. Then we can add... I don't want to add more ranged units, that was pretty good in terms of ranged units. Maybe a guy with a full cattle. Did he spawn? Yeah. He spawned on the up. Oh, I just disbanded a lot of them. Okay. Yeah, I actually misplaced them a little bit. This? No.
I'm off for a nice cup of tea.
Sometimes it's when you want to place a unit in a single square, you need to make really sure we're placing them right. Cattle. Get like 2 guys with kettles in there as a reward. And yeah, maybe we add a little ruin here and there. I think that wouldn't be the worst thing to do. Thinking about another thing we could add, but nothing really comes to mind currently. Maybe we do add a trebuchet initially, because I think they are pretty expensive, at least early game, so I would never consider getting them until later. So I'm gonna get like one there and one there. If you use them or not depends on the player, but they have some free stone in them. They are free of cost and yeah, not bad. I'm going to add like 2 more engineers for the starting population. Also gonna do a few more peasants to start with. Maybe even start with like 2 woodcutters, free of cost. I think that wouldn't be terrible. And a hunter, I think. And I think we didn't have a single fire event, so that's good. Okay, do we block off any other parts of this with the ruins? I don't think so. Could get a ruin somewhere over here actually. I think that wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, it just loves to make catapults on the very end of its available range. I think this is fine. No more units are necessary, I don't think. And time felt pretty... Okay. Save the map.
Saving.
So this map is going to be available in the Discord. I'm gonna upload it now. There is a story associated with it. I've read it when we started the stream. There is also the written version. You can give it a shot for yourself. You're actually gonna have some extra things than what I had when I started up. So it should be pretty good. I'm gonna take a look at Augusta's Discord for a second. Okay. So we'll have to figure out what to do next since we completed the custom map. There are some other maps that are from Stronghold 1, like the ones that I remade in Stronghold Crusader, the Insane campaign. Could play that. Actually, I have some comments on my maps in Caesar 3 Haven, so gonna have to check them out. Just give me a second. There's some guy asking about trade routes. I'm not gonna add any information on how many things and events are in the maps. That's just nope. Why are people asking such terrible things? Well, I can figure it out on his own. I'm not gonna even bother responding to that. Alright, let me bring out a poll. I think we should probably vote on what we are going to do next. Actually, I think, yeah, I've beaten the map, so that's fine. I don't really think we should continue this stream anymore. I'm gonna be back with some Greedfall. I need to really wrap that game up so we can have another vote on a long play. That's what should be happening. So I might be back in like, I don't know, something like half an hour or something, but it's gonna be Greedfall, the RPG. I could make some more maps in the future for Stronghold, so anybody who's following that can check out the Discord channel. But anyway, thanks for tuning in and see you around. Bye.